All right, I got the wheels in. So what I have to do now, as you see, it doesn't fit. This the center column here is too big, and it won't fit the diameter. This is 222 thousandths. This is about 252 thousandths. So I gotta mill those down to fit. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Every one of these is custom fit to the rims. I've been using a generic rim, which is this one here. So I know this is 234 thousandths. So I can do these in advance. But the owner picked out different wheels for this, so I have to modify this just a little bit. So go over to the lathe, and as you can see, I've got a tool here with a bearing on the end, so that this is held in here really securely, so it doesn't come flying out. There'd be quite a piece of metal to zing on out of there. All right, so we got two ramps in here, which match this ramp and then this outside parameter. You can tell by the clunk she's down, and the bolt holes line up perfect. This is actually flush, which is kind of usual. So I get the bolts back in this one, or the studs I should say. Get the studs in here. I put the cap on, and I powder coat this top section. I don't powder coat anything else because this is a wear surface, and this is hidden under the rim. So I just do this portion here and this, and it's kind of important to get the ramps done so they don't rust and cause a problem trying to get the rim off later. So you can see there is a difference between the two. There, so you can see the difference between the raw one and the machined one. Doesn't take that long, but once they're done, everything just fits perfectly, and it's aligned right, so we're not going to have any wheel wobble or anything like that. All right, powder coating is fun. Got this metal mesh here. I got a piece of paper underneath it so that this doesn't sit in the dust here. That forms my ground. And then I've got these little horseshoes here. You slip around like that. I need to put a little weight on here. There. Hold these down. Just like that. This is at 30,000 volts negative, and the gun actually is positive. So static electricity is what holds us all together. Get the other rotor here. Same thing. Notice my cabinet's all steel, so any powder that is not going onto the part ends up sticking to the sides of this. I sweep it all down, put it right back in the pail, and that way I actually go through about 20 pounds of powder a year. So about maybe $200 worth. Very economical, just wonderful stuff to work with. And I get this from Prismatic Powders. This is a flat black, which is the most common powder I use. And there they are in the oven, just like pies. Double decker. Heat those up to 380 degrees. These take a while because it's so heavy. Probably looking at about an hour. They're going to sit in that oven before they're done. As soon as they'll turn shiny, as soon as they flatten, then she's done. So while those are cooking, I'm going to continue with my other project. All right, well, here again, I'm just heading out the door and I'm ready to do a video. So got the jacket on, ready to fly out the door. This guy is ready for paint. I got the wheels guy came in today, so I got them mounted. I got the fenders all cut and trimmed, and they're set to go. The hood and everything's working out just great. The seam here is perfect. That worked out real good. Got a little idea here with a little wing to fill in this gap and kind of give it a little bit of fancy schmanciness is the way I put that. But looking pretty good. This one's going to be two-tone. It's going to be the that's right. What do they call it? The titanium on this bike is a little more goldish brown. I just had a titanium gold wing in here, and that one turned out to be a little more silverish. Although it did have kind of a brown tinge to it too. So he wants it to be primarily the titanium color. So this is going to have two-tone on it. It's going to be titanium trimmed in white rather than the tank there, which is white trimmed with titanium. There's a little cover in the back there. We're going to add some more color to that. I think the fenders are going to end up with probably, I'm thinking white on the edges and titanium in the middle. We'll see. We'll see what the owner would prefer on that. She's looking good. Everything fit really nice. I got good margins on everything. Got a nice 1/4 inch margin here, which is really hard to achieve. I did change, I built a different jig to bend the hood. These are 18 gauge metal, and they can be a challenge to get them to bend without. I was having a little problems with right in here. It would cave in. And part of it was I was bending it a little bit too much, and I was applying heat to the whole thing, and I should have just been applying heat to this front quadrant. So looking good. So tomorrow is Friday. I'll have this guy ready for paint. If the owner gives me the okay on the wings, I'll get them on there. And I do the rust proofing on everything. Got to powder coat the inside edges of everything, and then she goes to the paint shop. So I'll have to do the paint layout, get that approved, and then probably Monday. I'm thinking Monday it's going to go into paint. And yeah, it'll be nice. Nice bike. I forgot to mention one thing. If Shirley's watching, I hear it through the grapevine that you didn't like some of my videos because the music was too loud and you couldn't hear me. So as you notice, there's no music. That one's for you, Shirley.